Long before people talked about HIV on television, in schools, or on social media, the virus already existed. It did not arrive suddenly. It did not make noise. It moved slowly, quietly, and patiently, like a shadow following humanity. In the early 20th century, life in Central Africa was very different from today. Many people lived in small villages near forests. They depended on nature for food and survival. Hunting wild animals was common. Chimpanzees were one of these animals. One day, during hunting or preparing meat, a hunter came into contact with infected blood. A virus that lived inside a chimpanzee entered the human body. The human body had never seen this virus before. It had no defense. This moment was small and invisible, but history changed. At first, the virus caused no clear symptoms. The infected person felt normal. He worked, traveled, met others, and lived his life. The virus stayed hidden inside the body, slowly learning how to survive in humans. Years passed. Cities began to grow. Roads were built. Trains connected villages to towns. People moved for work, trade, and better lives. The virus traveled with them. No passport, no borders. Just blood and time. For decades, HIV spread without a name. Doctors saw strange illnesses, but they did not connect them. Medicine at that time was limited, especially in poor regions. Many people died without knowing why. In the 1960s and 1970s, the virus reached other parts of the world. Air travel became common. One flight could carry the virus across continents. Still, no one noticed. HIV remained silent. Then, in the early 1980s, something changed. Doctors in the United States began to see young men with rare infections. These were infections normally seen in very old or very sick people. Patients lost weight, developed strange skin diseases, and suffered from severe pneumonia. Their immune systems were collapsing. Fear entered hospitals. Doctors were confused. Families were scared. Patients felt alone. Some people believed the disease was a punishment. Others thought it was contagious through touch or air. Fear turned into discrimination. In 1981, the world officially noticed the disease. Newspapers began to write about it. At first, it was called GRID, a name full of ignorance and bias. Many patients were blamed instead of helped. But science moved forward. In 1983, researchers in France identified the virus. Later, scientists in the United States confirmed it. The virus was named HIV. The disease it caused was called AIDS. This discovery was a turning point. For the first time, humanity knew its enemy. However, knowledge did not erase fear. Many people with HIV lost their jobs, friends, and families. Hospitals sometimes refused to treat them. Children were afraid to sit next to infected classmates. Still, researchers continued. Throughout the 1990s, treatments improved. Antiretroviral drugs were developed. These drugs did not kill the virus, but they controlled it. Patients could finally breathe again, both physically and emotionally. By the 2000s, HIV treatment became more effective. People with HIV could live normal lives. They could work, fall in love, and plan for the future. The virus was still there, but it was no longer winning. Today, millions of people live with HIV. Many do not even look sick. Science has turned fear into management and death into life. But the story of HIV is not just medical. It is human. It is a story about silence and ignorance, about how fear can be more dangerous than a virus, about how empathy, education, and science save lives. HIV started as a small moment in a forest. It became a global lesson, and that lesson continues. If you enjoyed this story and learned something new, please like this video. Your support helps the channel grow and reach more English learners. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next stories and lessons. Learning English becomes easier when we learn together.